Hi, my name is Tashambe Moore with Navionics. I'm here today with Ish Monroe, professional tournament angler and Navionics Pro. And you know, Ish, a lot of times we get questions about how to use Navionics features with the Lowrance units. And I want us to kind of go over some of those things, how you get to them, and then how you look at them and how you use them out on the water.
Definitely.
All right, perfect. When we're looking at the 3D view with the contour shading on it, one of the things that anglers have the ability to do is rotate and pan and tilt the image on the screen. So when we're in the 3D mode, you see it says camera pan up here, and what that allows us to do is go through the image and kind of search around. It also, when we hit enter, it changes to camera rotate, and it allows us to rotate the image. When you're in that mode, the other thing it allows you to do is tilt the image. So now it takes it down lower to the water, and you can come back up to a more overhead view. How do some of those features work for you?
Well, you know, for me, you know, being able to move around and see the structure the way that it sits on the bottom is very important to me. You know, I got to know how to approach these fish. You know, the fish might be sitting on the shady side of the hump, or they might be sitting on the sunny side. Okay. And you know, when I can figure that out, if I go to one hump and they're hitting on the shady side, well, now I can pan around this deal to figure out which side is going to be more shadier than the other, and I can pull up there and catch those fish without wasting a whole bunch of time on fishing all the way around it.
So you take a piece of structure, say a hump out there, and you can actually look around that piece of structure to get a better perspective of how those fish are going to be laying on that piece.
Exactly. You know, I can see the depth on how it, you know, it might be shallow on this side or deep on this side. Folks, it's so much information for you that makes it easy. You know, you always wonder how professional anglers go out there and catch fish every single time. Well, this is what they do. They're able to read this information and read this without even having an avionics, you know, because what did we do before that? This is what we did. We looked at this stuff and we drove around it. We wasted a lot of time. And so we learned from it. Now anybody can go up there, pull up on this structure, look at it, and pull up and catch fish, you know, and then being able to rotate the camera exactly to the point you can know where you want to be and where you want to set your boat. And sometimes that's the key on, you know, triggering a fish into striking is coming from one angle to the other. You know, I've seen so many people pull up to a spot, make the same cast over and over again, catch fish, and then all of a sudden the fish stop biting and they leave. And I'm like, well, no, you need to adjust your angle maybe. And so now you can see the way that you might need to adjust your angle, and the fish, you can make a different cast and start catching fish again, Tashambe. So those are the things for me is Navionics helps me to catch so many fish. You know, I make the joke is if you don't have Navionics, you're blind and you're not fishing at all. You might as well go home, you know. And so it's funny is the pro anglers out there without them, which there aren't very many, they're getting them in their boat.
All right. Ish, thank you so much. I appreciate your insights.